was this king born in a stable, unknown to rulers, but celebrated by shepherds? The angel told Mary that he was the Son of God. The Apostle John, who was later part of his inner circle, begins his gospel with the startling truth that this tiny baby is no less than God himself. John writes, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth." So, the one who created the earth and all mankind actually came to experience human life himself in the form of Jesus. Now that's amazing. Because he lived a human life himself, he totally understands everything that we experience. Joy and sorrow, love and heartbreak, hard work and relaxation, tears and laughter, and yes, trials, temptation, and suffering. Talk about suffering. God the man endured such suffering as we will never experience and cannot comprehend. You see, this king in a stable came on a mission. The one thing he never experienced was to sin. He never did. Yes, he had all the temptations we know, but he never caved in. So he became the perfect, unblemished lamb to be sacrificed according to the law given to Moses to pay the price for our sins. Isaiah had told of it when he wrote, "Who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? He grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and familiar with suffering. Like one from whom men hide their faces, he was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he took up our infirmities and carried our sorrows, yet we considered him stricken by God, smitten by him, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each one of us has turned to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all." Kind of takes your breath away, doesn't it? That the Son of God would come to earth, be human, suffer and die, because we sin and deserve punishment. Seriously, we'd never even think of anything so crazy, let alone do it. But God, in his crazy love, really did. But if this wasn't crazy enough, there's more. Most of the world rejects this foolishness and refuses to believe it. But John says, he was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of natural descent, nor human decision, or a husband's will, but born of God. So Jesus gives to everyone who believes in him and receives him as their Lord and King the status of sons and daughters of God. just like him, sharing his inheritance in heaven forever. See why we call this message the gospel, which means good news? I guess so. I call it awesome. But truly, we will never be able to fully understand the incredible depth of the love that caused the God of all creation to make such a sacrifice for us.